At 2 a.m., my father broke into my apartment and hissed, "Nathaniel says you're next." I set up security cameras and sent the footage to HR. Every year on March 3rd, my family observed what we called Legacy Eve. It wasn't like typical family traditions, with photo albums and warm memories. At precisely 7 p.m., we'd gather in the cellar. No electricity, no lights, just one trembling candle. Father claimed this was the day our ancestors founded our family's heritage. After surviving a brutal winter in 1875, we honored them by reliving their struggle. He said our forebears huddled in caverns for survival, so we sat on damp wool blankets in our cellar for 17 hours until noon the next day. I hated every second. The rules were rigid. No one could step outside the circle. We ate cold canned corn and shared a single jug of water. If you needed the bathroom, you waited. Father insisted our ancestors had no luxuries like plumbing when they built our family's legacy. My sister Lily often sobbed, but Father would stroke her hair and say she was honoring great-great-grandmother Holt, who lost 2 fingers to frostbite. As a child, I was terrified, crying through the entire ritual. Father said that was the point. To cherish life, you had to feel dread. Each year, he told the same stories. How the Holt family survived when others perished. How they stayed united in the dark and emerged stronger. He'd sometimes count aloud. 13, 14, 15. He said it marked the hours they spent in their final shelter before spring. As I grew older, I began questioning it. Why this ritual? Why honor our ancestors so strangely? At 16, my friend Noah invited me to his family barbecue, but I declined because Legacy Eve was near. When I shared our cellar tradition, his face paled. "Dude, that's seriously messed up," he said. That night I couldn't sleep. Noah's reaction looped in my mind. That's when I started noticing things. How Mother's hands shook as she packed the corn. How we had no photos or records of these supposed ancestors. When I asked for family documents for a school project, Father exploded. He accused me of dishonoring our heritage. But I saw fear in his eyes, raw panic, as if I'd threatened to burn the house down. The worst was seeing Father on Legacy Eve. Regular Father joked during hockey games. On Legacy Eve, he sat rigid in the dark, whispering to the walls. His breathing grew shallow, and he gripped the candle like it might vanish. I once heard him murmur, "Forgive me," over and over until his voice. This is just a glimpse of the full story. Dive into the complete video from the link below.